Okay, hey there, guys. This is Kat. I am your executive lead generation coach and trainer, and we believe in an anti-struggle path for real estate agents onto success. And today I'm here to talk about perfectionism. And I wanted to make a video the moment I got inspired. Rather than waiting, I usually put on a professional shirt. But if you look at me now, this is the way I normally look every day. I like to wear headphones to block out any external distractions. I like to wear a hat because I like hats, which is one of the reasons I cut my hair short in the beginning. I love wearing hats. I don't know why. All right, so uh, I just got an assignment from my business coach that said that in order to overcome perfectionism, which I don't think that I really need to overcome because hold on, let's stick with one thought. I got an assignment from my business coach to say that what the one thing to do to overcome perfectionism is to ask yourself these 4 questions and to ask yourself these 4 questions every day for 60 days. Now, what perfectionism is that it's basically you don't want to produce content or do anything, or you can't move forward with the fear that what you're putting out there is not good enough or that you're not good enough. And to overcome that is to just start taking massive imperfect action. I have a sticker with that on there somewhere around here. So now let me share my philosophy on perfectionism, because I love to be imperfect, because if I am imperfect, I have so much more room for growth. You know, in running, because I'm a runner, we've done many races, marathons, stuff like that. And in a marathon, there's a bunch of different pieces, right? It's not one race, it's many different little races. And the first half of a marathon, the 0 to, we'll say 13 miles, that is your first half marathon. And when you are doing that, for instance, if you want to run a 4-hour marathon, we'll just do that for easy numbers. If you want to run a 4-hour marathon, your first half of the marathon needs to be longer than 2 hours. It needs to be a little bit slower than 2 hours, which actually doesn't make sense, because if you're going to do 4-hour marathon, it makes sense to be consistent all the way through. However, the way the body actually works is that there is a culmination, a cumulative fatigue factor. So when you are running the beginning part of your marathon, it's better to run it a little bit slower and to keep your strength so you don't wear yourself out, because you have a second half of the marathon to run. And we call this a negative split. So for instance, if you run your first half of the marathon in 2 hours and 5 minutes, and you are able to run the next half of your marathon in 1 hour 55 minutes, you will be able to run slightly faster the second half if you have run slightly slower the second half. If you are doing faster work on the beginning and you actually get to the halfway point and you are more tired, then you are not going to be able to do the second half faster than the first half. A good way to run is to do negative splits. Most people do not do this. They are not experienced runners. If you are working to do negative splits, you know that there's a strategy to it. Though I'm using a marathon as an example, it can be applied to 10Ks. I don't know really about 5Ks, they're a little bit too short. It could be applied to a lot of things in life, though. For instance, business. It's more important to get the work done, even if it's not, we'll say, your best performance, than it is to be absolutely perfect to get it done. When you are doing anything in life, action is more important than the perfection. Action precedes clarity. Action precedes confidence. Action will build your confidence. So when you are overcoming this perfection, I was advised to do it for 60 days, but I have a big birthday coming up in 72 days. So I gave myself a 72-day window. And I don't feel like I really need to overcome perfectionism. However, I love to journal. So any excuse to journal, I'll take it. I have this cool notebook that I was given. It's got all these blank pages. It's not a huge book, it's a small one. And so I wrote down the prompts on the front of this. And let's go ahead and let's see, journal today's question. Yeah. So it says journal. Oh, that's not clear. How can I get that to focus? Journal these questions every day to hedge yourself against perfectionism. The first one is, what's working? What is working? And I will explain this a little bit later. What is not working? What could be better? And what did I learn? So my dates that I'm going to do this are December 14th, which is today. Why won't this focus? December 14th through February 24th. And by the way, February 24th is my 40th birthday. Even though I look like I'm, what, 30? I'm actually turning 40. Yay! All right. Also, another thing that goes into my philosophy on perfectionism is that I also don't like to wear makeup. I don't like to wear makeup because I don't want people getting used to a fake face. I will wear makeup at weddings or in pictures or at times that I think I am going to be photographed and that image is going to be out a lot, like at a wedding or at an important party. For instance, if I were getting a speaking gig, I would probably wear makeup for that. But I don't want anybody to get used to me looking more glamorous than I am going to look most days. So yeah, I can wear makeup, but I actually I feel like putting chemicals on my skin every day is not awesome. Sometimes I'll wear lipstick. Actually, that's my most common go-to makeup because for whatever reason, I don't have very colorful lips there. If I get cold, they get gray. So it's kind of surprising. They're a little pink right now. Anyway, so that's also I don't want to spoil anybody with really good or high production value content because I don't know that I can keep it up forever. So anyway, that's my philosophy on perfectionism. Thank you for listening. If you want to overcome perfectionism, you can also do yourself a journal. Let me know in the comments down below if you are working on your perfectionism as well. Okay, guys, thanks again. Again, this is Kat, your real estate, your executive lead generation coach and trainer, where we believe in an anti-struggle path for real estate agents to be successful in business.